We're meeting with Senator Ball, who's the chairman of the Sportsman Caucus. Senator, tell us what the Sportsman Caucus in Albany is all about.
Yeah, we're here. It's a very special day. We got Bill, we got Lance. Unfortunately, we have Dave Vandersea. No, just kidding. Dave, good to have you. Good to see you. Bill, shake my hand.
Glad to be here.
Lance, good. So we had a big sportsman's breakfast today to show that we have bipartisan support in this great state for our sportsmen. There are a lot of tough battles. There are battles that we have won, and there are battles that we have lost. Thank God we've won more battles than we've lost. I've been on the front lines with Bill and Lance and Dave fighting against some anti-Second Amendment bills, as well as trying to promote some good legislation. So, Bill, I know you have a new appointment. You want to talk a little bit about that today?
Well, as of Friday, I walked into a new job. I'm chairman of the state's Fish and Wildlife Management Board, which is an advisory panel for the Department of Environmental Conservation. What people don't realize is that when we talk about sporting issues, we're talking about money, a lot of money. The sporting industry in this country is a $125 billion a year industry. It's easy to be dismissive, but you shouldn't be. That money rolls through the economy. In New York State, it's several $billion. And right now, at every turn, we're finding money stripped out of our budgets. Sportsmen pay their own way. We have to stop that cycle. We have to start recognizing the value of the industry.
Dave, you want to talk a little bit about your background? And Dave's actually a deer farmer and has a lot of background as far as on those issues. You want to talk a little bit to that?
Well, sure. We represent 540 deer and elk farms throughout the state of New York. We're pro-advocates with hunting and environmental issues. We strongly support the Conservation Council and its activities to open access here in New York to other sportsmen.
Lance, you want to follow up on a couple issues that you're talking about this morning?
Yes, as a member of the Conservation Fund Advisory Board, the biggest issue facing sportsmen right now is the inability of the DEC to properly manage fish and wildlife resources, because there's over $20 million currently as a surplus in the State Conservation Fund. 2 years ago, we had a significant fee increase across the board in all sport fishing, hunting, and trapping licenses. It was between 30% and 40% in most cases. And since then, Governor Patterson, now Governor Cuomo, have not directed the State Office of Budget to allow that money to be used for what it was taken from sportsmen for. It's a fund that's segregated by law, cannot be used for anything else. It's sitting there. We have programs that folks have paid for in advance. That as Bill said, sportsmen pay their way and they pay in advance, and that money's sitting there and can't be gotten to, and that's a shame.
Yeah, and we're working on that. Bill and I were speaking about the fact that we want to make sure that these funds are not swept in any way. And at the end of the day, look, it is law-abiding sportsmen who are the taxpayers, who are creating jobs in this great state. We've got to go after illegal firearms in the hands of criminals and do everything we can to promote not only the Second Amendment, but the industry itself of sportsmen throughout New York State, multi-billion-dollar industry employing thousands of people. So great day today.